Do you think this country's turning right?
No, I think that the media is turning right. And I think that many of the people who get into office have gotten in there by wearing a pseudo middle-of-the-road kind of a costume and then lean toward the right when they find out the right is paying the freight once they get into office. Let's let our minds drift back to the early days right before Reagan made his big run. There was a deal made between the fundamentalist right and the Republican Party, literally purchasing the platform. If you stick the prayer in school on here, if you stick the abortion on here, money, the land of milk and honey will flow in your direction. I mean,
is that any different than politics of the Democratic Party, in which, you know, all kinds of different interest groups had certain things they wanted in the platform?
It is very different. It is very different because it is so focused and it is so wealthy and it is so protected. There's so much money involved, and I think that it has been the ruination of the GOP. You know, GOP now has, as they say...
The grand old party?
That's right. Enterprisers on one side and moralizers on the other. I'm with the enterprisers. Let's get, let's get down to business.
You're for Jack Kemp, then, on one hand, when he talks about entrepreneurial activity and all that?
The line is nice, but I'm not for Jack Kemp.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Yeah. What I'm saying is that if you were going to be a Republican, you ought to focus on what Republicans are supposed to be good at, which is, let's do business, okay? Yeah. And I think business is good for the whole world. People like to do business. But when you start trying to legislate morality, you've got a problem. You know, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked in the past. It won't work in the future.
Yeah, but if anything goes, there's got to be some sense of responsibility, don't you think?
There's a difference between responsibility and adherence to dogma. When the dogma becomes legislation, that's when you have the danger. I have this horrible fear that the United States could wend its way toward being a fascist theocracy, the cross converted into a symbol of fascism in the service of politics. This is bad.
You think that's why Pat Robertson's doing well out there? Some sense
I think that he's doing well because
identification with the cross?
It is the identification with the cross, the fact that he claims to be speaking on behalf of a supernatural being who has certified his campaign.
But see, the